discredit or take away from the observance or the impact of Jesus.
Right.
So I know that calendar has been manipulated.
Right, and it was a way for them to institute or to infuse their pagan gods into yearly observance. Mm-hmm. So whereas the Bible, where God never named any of the months. So for like he like God never named like days and months and years and things like that. He just said, hey, this is day 1, day 2, day 3. This is month 1. This is day 14 of month 1. This is what you do. You know? The Pharisees that remained after 70 AD, after Jerusalem was taken over in 70 AD, and they were and the original Hebrew people were removed, the northern kingdom and then finally the southern kingdom in 70 AD. The Jewish converts, or the Khazarian people, the Mesopotamians, the Edomites, they came in and took over that landmass of Jerusalem. And then they converted themselves into Jewish people. When they did that, they started instituting days of the week to represent different deities. And then the different months represent different deities. So I know, for example, in the Bible, it talks about how the women were weeping for Tammuz. And then they, and God was, wroth with them because of that. But one of the months of the Jewish calendar, one of the names of the months is Tammuz. Mm-hmm. So they're still doing the same thing that God got rid of the original Hebrews for. Here come the new Jewish converts doing the same exact things, but even worse, because now they're instituting a whole system. So this is one of the first institutions of a demonic system to go against God's Sabbath system. So that's one of the things but that's a whole different class. The Bible actually, that's what we were taught. So, but the Bible actually tells us how we know when it is, because if it's never going to be the same date from year to year on the calendar that we're on now. Yeah. So that's why every year we got to say, all right, it's going to be this date this year and this date that year, and next year it's going to be this date. If you look at the almanac 10 years ago, it was this date, and it's always different because we're on the Julian calendar. Before we were we're on the Gregorian calendar before we were on the Julian calendar.
Yeah, Julian is that instituted by Greece or Rome as well?
Julius Caesar, Julian calendar. And then Gregory.
Gregorian.
Yeah, Gregorian, but his name was it Pope Gregory, or was he actually one of the Caesars? Because I think it was Pope Gregory because it was Holy Roman Empire. Yeah. So it was
July is the one that's after like Julius Caesar.
Yeah. And then you also had, even after that, you had Augustine, Augustus, who that's why you get August. Right.
Saint Augustine.
Right.
So, do you want to kind of run through all the different months? Is that the path that we're going on? What we want to stick to?
Well, we're gonna stick to Christmas and New Year's right now.
Okay.
And then we'll do in March. We're gonna do the Enoch calendar. We're actually gonna roll that out and show everybody what it is. I'm gonna do a little bit today just to show you the scriptures. But then, we'll show the difference. Because see, with the months, you actually have to break down. See, you got to do the days, because each day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday, all those days are named after pagan gods. Then each month, January, February, March, all named after pagan gods or people who worship, pagan gods.
July,
July,
Saturn.
Julius Caesar. August.